Hey guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review. Today we're going to be listening to Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath. This technically came in second, I guess you could say, in a poll recently because there was a tie for first place between Deep Purple and Rolling Stones. So this was second, I guess. But yeah, I do know that Ozzy is not the singer in this one. My husband told me that already. And I had forgotten that there was another singer in Black Sabbath aside from Ozzy. So I'm going to just refresh my memory on that afterwards. You guys can let me know some facts about that as well. I'm pretty sure I looked into it before, but it just slipped my mind. So I know that much going into it, but that is all I know. So let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. Just part of a show, it seems like. It just came in. Totally different sound than other Black Sabbath I've listened to so far. Good voice though. I always read along with the lyrics and I like that line. Dang, this is good. I don't think I've listened to anything with him as a singer before. I'm pretty sure. It's just been Ozzy. Does a lot of this. Gosh. Voice. How do you describe his voice? Don't even know. I like it. is that? I don't remember. Or is it a totally different band? Oh, I just realized it's left-handed too. It's my observation a little late, I know.
Do us a favor then, please. Get your hands up, folks. A song like this. All right. Oh, there you go.
In that grunt. Oh.
Just like
I feel like I should be clapping along right now.
I'm going to sing on and on and on. Just like to have you sing it after me if you would. Just one time to see what it goes like. Here we go.
How fun.
Right. On and on and on. Yes, very good, very good. Best so far. Now if you do us one other favor. All the people in this front part, surrounded by all the people on the sides, all of you, just don't do a thing. Just lay back for a second. You're obviously the people with the most courage, and you got to the ticket office first, and you're the loudest, and you're all those things. So we don't need your help, so you just lay back if you would. JT, give me some lights, my son. Doc, you just come. It's all you people on the sides that we want. It's your chance.
I feel like any time.
And it's way up there in heaven.
I don't know, maybe it was easier to get tickets back then.
If you would, just you on the sides, all the way around. Clap your hands for this.
Nowadays, it's a struggle no matter where your seat is. Sometimes.
Good cross, mate. Now just you on the side, sing along, if you would. Here we go. You can be louder than them. On and on and on. Again. On and on and on. Now another one. On and on and on. There you go. Very good. Now you can lay back and rest for a second. And you're going to show them how to do it, right?
No, everybody gets to rest.
All right, here we go. On and on and on. Yeah. On and on and on. Okay, shake it, please. On and on and on. All right. Because you're always the best. Chill. Now just one time, everyone. Just one of them. Here we go. On and on and on. Thank you.
I feel like the floor is going to be louder, typically.
You've obviously come to this
This
place
kind of
because
thing.
you like rock and roll music. Is that right? And you come back here to see whoever is a good rock and roll organization, right? But just remember, people think this means something other than what it really is. If you'd all join us, we'll tell you what it means. It means long live rock and roll. Put him up!
Oh, I like him. I like his personality. This is fun. I said he does this a lot. He highlighted it too.
There's a big black shape looking up at me. Oh. He said, I know where you want to be. Said, come with me, I'll give you desire. But first, you gotta burn in fire.
That's cool. Perfectly timed flames there.
Then a little white shape looked down at me. He said, heaven is where you ought to be. Said, come with me, I know just what to do. But I said, go away, I'm gonna burn in hell with all of you. Yeah, yeah.
This show had to be a lot of fun. This is only one song.
And it's on and on, heaven and hell. On and on, do well. On and on, heaven and hell. Yeah, on and on, gotta do
This is really cool. You can see why it was so close to the pole. Not over yet. It's true. Everything about this song. That was really cool. Okay, I saw a date. I don't know if that was just the length of Black Sabbath exactly. It disappeared now. Hold on. Oh, okay. It just says 1968 to 2017. So I'm guessing that's just the entirety of Black Sabbath. But yeah, this song, I mean, I feel like it's just about, I want to say, well, let me look at the lyrics one more time before I say. So, sing me a song, you're a singer. Do me a wrong, you're a bringer of evil. The devil is never a maker. The less that you give, you're a taker. So it's on and on and on. It's heaven and hell. Oh, well. The lover of life's not a sinner. The ending is just a beginner. The closer you get to the meaning, the sooner you'll know that you're dreaming. I like that line because it's like when you think you figure it out, that you don't. That's not real. So it's on and on and on. Oh, it's on and on and on. It goes on and on and on, heaven and hell. I can tell, fool, fool. Well, if it seems to be real, it's illusion. For every moment of truth, there's confusion in life. Love can be seen as the answer, but nobody bleeds for the dancer. And it's on and on, on and on and on. I'll spare you guys all of the on and ons. They say that life's a carousel, spinning fast, you've got to ride it well. The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. It's heaven and hell, oh well. And they'll tell you black is really white, the moon is just the sun at night. And when you walk in golden halls, you get to keep the gold that falls. It's heaven and hell, oh no. I would say it's just about good and bad and the misconception of what that is, maybe. Because I feel like when he went into the talk about like what this actually means, I would I would think that that's just part of it. And I mean, like I said, the line that I liked, which I lost my lyrics, let me pull it up again. The closer you get to the meaning, the sooner you'll know that you're dreaming. So I feel like it's just about like you think you have things figured out and you don't. You think you know something and you really don't. And I feel like that's just with all of life. But this was used as an example. If I pose from my thumbnails, which I don't, I'll definitely be one of those. But yeah, I'm gonna scooch over and see what I can find about this, see if the band actually talked about what it's specifically about or not, and we will continue on. Okay, well, actually, back to the Ozzy talk for a second. It says frontman Ozzy Osbourne quit the band following 1976 technical ecstasy to be briefly replaced by Dave Walker, who lasted just 2 rehearsals and 1 long forgotten TV performance. Ozzy returned the following year to record the 1978's mediocre Never Say Die, but the writing was on the wall. He'd become too erratic and he was fired by the rest of the band. The future didn't look rosy for either party. Even before Ozzy left in his drug and booze-fueled haze, Sabbath seemed in irreversible decline. While Ozzy sank into the pits of despair in Los Angeles, many wondered if Sabbath themselves could continue without their charismatic, if wayward, ex-frontman. We started putting together ideas for a new album in Los Angeles with Ozzy, recalls Sabbath guitarist Tony Iommi. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I think I struggled with that before. At the time, we didn't have an album title, just basic ideas, but it rapidly became obvious that Ozzy wasn't up to the task. He was struggling with all sorts of addiction problems, alcohol, drugs, and so on, and it was getting on top of him. Not that the rest of us were living like saints, but he was a lot worse. Given the instability, Iommi had his doubts that they could move forward with a new Sabbath record. He began to think about doing a different project, one not released under the Sabbath name. He contacted Ronnie James Dio, who had recently left Rainbow. I don't know Rainbow. Ronnie and I discussed some ideas, and it really went from there, says Iommi. Geezer Butler, bass, Bill Ward, drums, and I decided we had to get a new singer in for Sabbath. I'd been talking to Ronnie and it made sense to go with him. At the time, the idea of Sabbath uniting with Dio was seen as a major gamble. His powerful voice was a world away from Ozzy's. But as soon as the 2 parties went into the studio, it became instantly obvious that the union would work. Yeah, it definitely is it's just a different vibe than Ozzy's voice, which both are great. I mean, I like what I've heard so far with Ozzy, but I can see this like working as well. I mean, apparently it did for some time. I don't know how long, but maybe it will tell us. Okay, I feel like I have to read all this on my own because there's a lot of information here that would teach me about the band, but I don't know if you guys probably already know all this already. It says that they also changed their producer, Martin Birch. I'll read you guys the highlights as I go. It says Geezer Butler was dealing with some turmoil in his personal life, and it wasn't clear whether he could fully commit to recording the album. It says Ronnie played bass when Geezer flew back to England to finalize his divorce. Iommi had actually enlisted a standby bassist, Jeff Nichols, formerly guitarist and keyboard player with Hard Rockers Quartz. And he said he asked him to come and do some bass lines for them when Geezer's commitment was in doubt, but in the end he sorted himself out and Jeff stayed with us on keyboards. So the first track that he and Dio wrote together for the album was a majestic Children of the Sea. I don't know that one. So the first track they actually recorded would be Heaven and Hell. That song gave the album its eventual title. It was also exciting and challenging, says Iommi. We were doing things that quite frankly would have been beyond us with Ozzy. He wasn't that sort of singer, but with Ronnie there were so many more options. It really did feel like we were starting all over again. And we knew that when the album was finished that it was something special. It felt right for the time and was Black Sabbath as people had never heard us before. But it says, as bold as this reinvention was, it carried its own dangers. There was a risk that Sabbath diehards wouldn't accept someone who sounded so different to Ozzy and was American to boot. Sure, there was definite concern about the fans and whether they'd go for what was a new Sabbath, admits Iommi, but we had so much confidence in the strength of what we had. Our belief was that we'd ride through any criticism. Admittedly, there were going to be some fans who'd have a go because Ozzy wasn't there. Whatever we'd done, that was guaranteed to happen, but we felt confident the majority of fans would go with us and that we'd pick up more as well. So let me know if you were a fan of Black Sabbath when Ozzy was the singer and this switch happened. How did you feel? And how do you feel even today? It's very interesting. This is going to be a long video, guys. I'm sorry. But it's interesting because with certain bands, people are like, you know, if this particular person is missing from the band in any way, then it's no longer that band. But then with other bands, people are like, well, this is just who they are now and everybody needs to move on and accept it. So where were you for Black Sabbath when this happened. I'm always interested in how people feel when there's a big switch like that. So yeah, let's see. It says the album reached number 9 in the UK and number 28 in the US, their highest position on both sides of the Atlantic since Sabotage 5 years earlier. The downward slide had been reversed. Sabbath's reinvention had been an unequivocal success. But then it says Bill was really struggling with the demands of being on the road and our schedule. His health was a major issue. He was also dealing with family problems. Ward left the tour and the band following a show in Albuquerque in 1980. He was replaced by drummer Vinny Appice, who had previously played with U.S. hard rockers Derringer. I feel like I might be saying all these things wrong. So the band has shifted a lot, apparently. And then bringing it back to Heaven and Hell, the album, at least for now, it says that Lomi said, I believe it stood the test of time remarkably well and helped to reinvent the band. As far as the songs go, it's among the most musical records of our career, right up there with the very best. Yes, I know there are people who still maintain that Black Sabbath is all about Ozzy, but there are others who got into us through hearing Heaven and Hell. People like Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters and his generation first heard Sabbath on this album, and from there they discovered our past. So it's played a huge role in giving the band a long career. So yeah, I was going to dig into the song itself even a little bit more, but I do feel like, at least I think it's just kind of self-explanatory from the lyrics. Like I said, just good and bad. I don't think it's anything super specific, but you guys can let me know what you think of that. I really just wanted to go into reading about the band and him kind of taking over after Ozzy just to learn, because like I said, until I was sitting down to record this, I forgot that there was even anybody aside from Ozzy. I might have read that when I did other Black Sabbath songs, but I don't remember. I didn't remember that. So it was interesting to read about the switch, and I know this is going to be a long video, so you can let me know what you think this song is specifically about. And like I said, please let me know what you think of him as a singer. Because I like this a lot, and I feel like that's almost bad to say, because I do know that everybody loves Ozzy so much, and I feel like that sound, like, that's never going to be replicated. That's never going to be replaced in any way. But I really enjoyed this performance. So let me know where you stand on that. And is it okay that I really like this? I mean, I know it's okay, but as a Black Sabbath fan, who I'm assuming is watching this, let me know if that's okay. All right, I will end this for now. It's going to be super long. Again, I apologize, but I hope you guys like this. As always, thank you so much for watching along with me and maybe learning with me. It's just fun. Like, again, this is stuff I would be doing on my own. I would just watch videos. I would kind of get lost in an article and reading stuff. So I enjoy doing it with you. So yes, thank you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.